So it turns out they did in fact march on my war goal because there's a dwarven army over here sieging Hexodal, one of these places. Which doesn't have much for military, but you know, fair enough. But it has a garbage garrison. And this is a 20 stack, an injured 20 stack, but a 20 stack. It should be able to take that. Especially if it sieges for a little bit. Look at that, war coordination target for everybody. Because that's the goal, is to hold that. Our other objective, let's scroll through our stuff here. Ensure that there are no active grudges. And then the only settlement from here we're missing is Hexodal and Lothern, actually. I forgot about Lothern. So we're a bit further away than I thought. We do have a grudge, though. Successful assassination attempt against a character from Naggaroth. Now, it's extremely unlikely that we will actually defeat Naggaroth as a faction. The other problem here is that I don't think we have anyone over here capable of actually assassinating, so we have to start from scratch. And I don't actually know where I can recruit. Is it a Thane that does it? It's probably a Thane. Let's find out. Yes, hero assassinate. There is wound. Wound or kill. But it says assassination attempt. Does wound count as an assassination attempt? Because I know there are two positive outcomes for assassinate. One is kill, one is wound. So it probably means that we have 0 Thanes. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and recruit 2. So that's all we can recruit, at least from there. So they parked there, a slightly inconvenient location, but they need to go down this way anyway. Probably could have recruited them in a better spot, but that doesn't matter. Why are they not? I don't know why they won't path right now, but their intent is to assassinate, so I'm going to give them max specialist, max assassinate, and the rest of this doesn't really matter, but we'll put points in training anyway. That was assault units. Almost ruined that entirely, but there you go. So both of them should have buffed assassinate. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do there. But Lothern is a goal that we have to take. However, we're going to be marching away. In fact, are marching on that already. So shouldn't be too long, and I'll keep you guys updated with Discord message pings in the background. Alright, well, time for an update. This war has been waging for a while. It's mostly auto battles, because both sides simply have a military so strong that me and the AI are both multi-stacking armies on fights to win them, which is fair enough. There's really no reason not to do that. This war, however, is in my favor simply because I have far more money. Like, last turn, multiple armies got crushed, so I have lots of income. But look at the money right here. Plus, we have lots of allies. So over here, we lost 2 full stack armies, one of which just got there. We lost this town a while ago, along with 2 armies on that. So this one is global recruiting right there on the island. We have this one coming in, those 2 coming in. These dudes coming to try and assassinate something, but I think they're actually running out of targets to assassinate. Those 2 armies there. For some reason, the last defenders got here. I don't know how long they've been marching, but last defenders are over here, by the way. There they are, hanging out in a little corner of the world over here. It's a rather strange corner of the world they start in, but hey. Anyway. And this is costing Naggaroth a lot. So they've basically completely lost their economic backend because they have nothing here. They have those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces not on Lothern. And then Lothern, they have maybe 8 provinces on it or something around there. Their military force now consists of this army here, which died, apparently, so never mind. What does it consist of? Those 2 armies? 3? It looks like that's probably it. I'm still feeding money to the Lizardmen here and the Lore Masters to try and help them out, basically boosting their economy by existing. Like, they're making like 30k every couple turns or so. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go take Lothern this turn. These armies had a fight, so they're a little bit unhappy about existing at the moment. We're just going to auto that. For some reason, there's nothing there, but here you go. Can we build anything special here? No, but we can, however, try to build military buildings here, which is what we will do. So we're going to blow up literally everything else. Probably replace something here with growth. Lots of growth to boost this stuff up pretty quick. I also want the shrine. The shrine has a garrison that's apparently weak, so never mind. I was gonna say, so we'll probably have to wear it down by sieging it. And we do get the special building. So just public order here, which will help because we're about to blow up a bunch of stuff. And +2 to owners favored corruption in all regions, which is untainted. Untainted counts as corruption, and it doesn't make any sense, but that's how it works. So now we've got that. Let's go ahead and build a barley field. We're just going to put barley fields all over the place over here for now, because we want this a high rank as quickly as we can. That will get taken when I end the turn. This stuff will probably get taken over time.
No.
These things need to be dealt with. I know there's nothing. It's Malekith, apparently. Dude, what you doing? By yourself.
Yes.
Let's re-garrison. Actually, I shouldn't have re-garrisoned. I should have taken that fight. Because he has nothing here. We were fighting just outside of here, so he probably reinforced. That was bad. Because now I can't get back. That sucks. Probably could have taken Eagle Gate there. At a loss of some of this army, but we're basically throwing military at each other at this point. The dwarves have surpassed me. I was rank 1 for a while, again. But Naggaroth, as you can see, has dropped way down in strength rank. They used to be 3rd, trading places with me and the dwarves as we fought, but they've dropped way down. They simply don't have the economy to live. So at this point, all we need to do, defeat this dude in battle, which I'll work on apparently. Carry out an assassination attempt and take Hexodal, which got defended by this army. I don't know who the hell this is. Or Renin, it's a garbage leader. But you might notice the dwarves are finally getting down here with most of, well, not even most, some of their military. So that'll fall soon. I suspect it won't take too much longer. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to pay my allies again. I don't need to pay the dwarves because the dwarves have...
I have little choice but to listen to your inane babbling.
Yeah, inane babbling have money. I don't need to pay the dwarves because the dwarves have unlimited money. They also really like me still. Slowly deteriorating. But I don't think it's deteriorating fast enough to matter at all. So we should be good to win here. Just a matter of time. I need to assassinate somebody, but I don't know. You guys are just gonna have to suffer attrition. Not too much attrition will be okay. I don't know where, or who, or how. I guess probably my best bet is up here. Because there's this person who's been running around who's basically unkillable as far as I seem to be able to tell. So I'll move one person up there and probably another this way. maybe wrap around the water, just in case there's someone on either side of the water here that we can fight. So basically that's what's going on. I'm hemorrhaging military power, as you can see by the fact that I'm making loads of money now. But in the process of hemorrhaging my military power, I'm completely destroying Naggaroth's military. So I feel like this is a good trade-off. 12 turns. That does make that gatehouse like nearly unstoppable defense, but 12 turns. The only real military threat on Lothern left is this. Which, if I wasn't stupid, I could have killed this turn, but I'm stupid. So hey, how's it going? That tree can get upgraded. Hooray! It has no real value to me. Hooray! My favorite. Alrighty, here we are, turn 274, where I adjust myself in my chair while talking. I think this is gonna be the last turn. You might notice there's a distinctly large quantity of units over here. There's like 15 full stacks in the vicinity of this area, but Naggaroth has nothing left. They are a defeated foe. The dwarves have taken over the world because apparently they're actually unstoppable. I can go ahead and show you the ownership. There you go. It's kind of hard. This is the problem I have with this faction in particular. With a few factions, actually, because, you know, details. But the color, like, for me, is really, really similar, and it bothers me. It's not the same color, it's a blue and a purple, but they're so similar. It bothers me. I like to use diplomatic status, but there you go. This is what the world looks like right now. It's basically entirely friendly, and mostly dwarven, as it turns out. Everyone likes me. Everyone's wealthy. It's not actually true. Surprisingly low wealth in a lot of my places, despite the quantity of money I make. Public order is okay, though. Growth, not really important. You know, all these stats don't really show us anything. I was about to say there should be no chaos corruption, but I forgot that places still have chaos corruption because we never actually got rid of all of it, and this faction still exists. But anyway, that's what the world looks like. Now the reason this is going to probably be the last turn is because we own Lothern. The dwarves own Exodal, which counts because they're an ally. The only objective we should still need, and this is indeed the case, is for the Great Book of Grudges to be dealt with. And there is only one more grudge left in this mortal coil, and it is to defeat Marathi in combat. Somewhat fitting, I suppose, but she is surrounded. We're gonna auto this siege real quick because it doesn't actually matter. I just have dudes sieging it for giggles, mostly. There we go. We gained a province. Woo! Anyway, I'm just gonna march armies over here, like this one for instance, and then have it continue the siege while I continue marching armies over here. Don't think I can actually get other armies over here without forced march. However, simply due to sheer numbers, I don't think that actually matters. Can you make it if I force march? You can. Can you actually? Yeah, you can squeeze in there. Maybe. You may not actually be capable of squeezing in there. There we go. Let's make room for everybody to participate. There we go. So, yeah. This is a thing, you know? Let's actually, you know what, let's do this fight. This should be the final fight of this campaign. It's horrifically in my favor, and there's really no reason for me to do this fight, but simply to see my computer explode rendering this much stuff. We're gonna go ahead and fight the battle. I suspect the loading screen will look at the numbers. I suspect this loading screen will take a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out and see you guys when it's done. Alrighty, here we are. The final fight in White Peak. I think that's what this place is called. It's a very lovely place, mostly because of this. I really like this little shrine doodad dealio that's in this area. Very nice. I like high elven cities in general, just because they're sort of, I mean, they're high fantasy basically. But anyway, there is a limitation to the number of things I can have on a battlefield at the same time. It is 40 unit cards, by the way, in case you were unaware of that. Put these guys in a group. I don't really care the formation on any of these, because we're mostly just going to be bum rushing them. There's no way they can actually defend themselves, so it doesn't really matter that we don't have any siege equipment, because we're just going to get up on the walls and start fighting as far to the right as we physically can. So what we're going to do you have things on the gate? No. What we're going to do is we're going to take 2 guys. We're going to tell them to go up the walls right here. We'll take a third one. 2 more? Yeah. 2 more up the walls there, and then these guys are going to wait for the ladders to be ready and then just go up the existing ladders. In theory, anyway. You guys don't need to be super close. What's the range on them? I'm just going to put my ranged units just outside of their range. You guys will start shooting. You guys will exist in a manner I don't really care. And we will go. Who is this? Grim Domin. And Groth Drakebeard as the reinforcement over here. We will unfortunately not get our full reinforcement. I remembered that during the load screen. There is a limitation and it's 40 unit cards. Which is also why that one time we didn't see all of the hell cannons at once. It was delayed reinforcements that we saw. Nice magic. 10 out of 10, well done. We're just gonna tell them to start moving up that way. Really, really thin lines so they can keep a thin front, because we don't need them to be taking up the entire freaking map, basically. So we're gonna do this for now. Actually, we should also note that none of our artillery reinforced, actually. This appears to be entirely melee. Holy crap. So all of our lords, including Beligar Ironhammer, who's very tired because he's force marched over here, and all of our melee infantry actually came in one bundle of reinforcement. That seems like a lot, so we're actually going to have to split these. Split them into groups like that so they're a little bit more manageable. Let's do this. So 4, and then this guy, put you there, and then 3, and Beligar Ironhammer. There you go. And then we'll get everyone marching up here so that they're available to climb up on the walls as soon as possible. I wish my ranged units had come along for the ride, but they did not. Rather unfortunately, but whatever. It's going to take them a long time to get here. They are dwarves, not the fastest. You missed like all of those, but it looked cool. So, you know, I'll give you benefit of the doubt there on that attempt. Give ourselves armor. I believe armor does help against ranged attacks, so... And the fact that we have to stand here and wait for ladders to go up means we're just going to get shot with a lot of arrows. Probably shouldn't have parked myself quite so close. Especially the Ironbreakers. It's possible that maybe... Oh, you guys are actually climbing up. Okay. Accidentally canceled your ladder climb. And you, I would also like you to get up the ladder as quickly as possible. I forgot you can actually attack the gatehouse rather curiously. You guys should be shooting. You are, I believe. Yeah, they are. I really, really like Bugman Rangers. I think that's probably my favorite ranged unit is Bugman Rangers. Who are you? A death hag, eh? Are you actually going to get off of the wall? Curious. If I can get Ironbreakers up on the wall here, that's actually pretty good. Get on the wall. Can you get on the wall? No, you can't get on the wall because you're mounted, aren't you? Yes. Break the gate. What are you getting shot by? Ah, I see. That doesn't really matter. It's pretty much impossible for me to lose this fight. I know, just say that and then lose horribly, but this is why I like Ironbreakers on walls, by the way. Even if I do this really sloppily, which I'm going to do, it's pretty, oh my god, pretty much impossible for me to lose that. So apparently this guy is the king of destroying gates, because he's in. He's in and ready to go. Just gonna tell these guys to get on the wall, and then they can, I guess, figure out how to do that amongst themselves. I don't really care. You guys are chucking explosives up on that gatehouse like nobody's business. Get in there. Somehow. You know what, just squish in there, we'll figure something out. I don't really know. Same with you guys, squish in there. Reason. Alright, you guys can't attack things on the wall if I have a group selected because the leader of the group cannot get on walls. It bothers me immensely, but that's okay. So my organ guns are probably done shooting. You guys go ahead and hop on the wall. This isn't really what you want to see. Trying to squeeze into here is a bunch of hydras, but you know. We'll deal with it somehow. Oh, they're actually trying to go over the walls as well to get in here. We have so much stuff trying to get in here that we can't fit through a gatehouse. That's actually astonishing. Anyway. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you guys. Actually have them climb up the walls and get on there. They should be safe over there. Safe-ish, anyway. Well, I mean, Marathi and her dragon armada could show up, but you know. What is that sound? Stop it. Hello. Their stuff broke. Alright, everyone in. Somehow. I don't care how. Just get your bodies through that gate. You're probably going to get stuck on everything, but welcome to having 8 trillion melee units. It's basically impossible to use them for anything productive. And I don't think you're going to do anything, but go ahead and shoot at him because he still has morale. This guy has shattered. This one, however, is only broken. Now he's wavering. That's exactly what I was worried about. He would turn around. Which puts us at risk with these guys getting attacked like that. And they're very, very weak to war hydras, as you can see. I would like my organ guns to hit, but they also just volleyed the crap out of that, so that's dead. There you go. Worked quite well. How's it going over here? You guys are slowly making your way up there. I don't know if that's what I told you to do, but hey. It'll do. 3, 4, 5. I'm just splitting them up, sort of. Trying to get them in here quickly because they're gonna get ravaged by that artillery the longer we sit here. What are you shooting at? Oh, that's me. I was very confused for a second, then I'm like, wait, I have a tower. It's gonna take them a really long time to get in here. These guys are gonna get up on the wall. I don't know if they have the range to shoot in here from this wall. That's basically what I'm going off of, is they might be able to shoot from here, which will give them a huge bonus to everything, basically. Who are you? That's Beligar. You're about to get charged. I'm pretty sure he can easily solo these cavalry. He's pretty much unkillable, so what are you doing? I don't know. This is going to be a common problem where units forget their orders. It's going to happen a lot. Don't worry about it. You guys are actually almost out of ammo. And you are out of ammo. Who are you? You're just a black dragon. Hey, how's it going? Could you not? What are you doing? You're on the wall. What group are you? You're one. You're Beligar's group. Why aren't you helping him? He doesn't need help, but why aren't you helping him? You disappoint me. Alright, so you guys should be 4 and 5.
Nothing can stop us.
I know this is a really, really sloppy advance, but, you know, that's okay. I just want to see dwarves swarming the city streets. Look at this. Yeah, split them in two. Rawr. Holy crap.
By the ancestors, I'll have vengeance.
So that's exactly the basically definition textbook example. Oh my god, my frame rate. Of why I like Reaper bolt throwers. Look at the damage they do. Also, that murdered my frame rate on this fire. A grudge answered indeed. So they're dead. It's just, you know, a matter of getting units in here. We're just gonna keep moving. Oh, we won't. Moving in formation into here. There you go. We did it. Woo. I don't need to chase anyone because they're dead anyway. Completely surrounded siege. This is our city now, or something. What are you shooting at? Oh, there's just a dragon in the middle. Oh well. Just a mosh pit of dragon killing going off over there. There you go. We did it! Hooray! There was no reason for me to show that battle because it was a guaranteed victory no matter what I did, but you know, it should be the last battle of the campaign, so figured why the heck not. Plus we got to see dwarves completely decimated by a couple of Reaper bolt throwers. I'm pretty sure that dropped the frame rate down to like 2. That was a lot of death that just occurred in a rather short period of time. That is also why you have to be very careful about charging down city streets like that during siege battles, because often, particularly even against players, if you happen to do multiplayer siege battles for any reason, don't know why, you can put low-firing siege equipment like that down a street and just decimate an entire unit because it'll pierce all the way through them and there's no way they can dodge it, so. Not that I was trying to dodge it. And if I was actually trying, I would have tried to sneak my gyro bombers back there and bombed the Reaper bolt throwers, but I also didn't care, so. These load screens are so long. I wish you could have, I know this is an engine limitation, and more than that would probably make it unplayable at a certain point, but I wish you could have more than 40 unit cards in a single encounter from a single faction. You can have more than 40 unit cards in a battle per team, but I think it's limited per faction. For instance, if the dwarves were over here with a bunch of army stacks, it would have been 40 unit cards for them and 40 unit cards for me. I think, however, 80 per side on a battle is the max limit, so. There you go, we did it. We'll occupy, because why not? Grudge removed, enemy killed in battle, victory. So there you go. You've overcome every challenge laid before you, faced down every foe. Or Poe, for that matter, I suppose, if you really don't like him. What is talk of empires to the destroyer of all civilizations? Let the shattered cities smolder to ash. In character claimed, according to the oaths laid down in the Great Book of Grudges and in countless other mining colonies, trading posts, villages, and great cities across the world. Your people throng the halls in celebration. and many a horn of ale is raised in high to join the drinking songs and the fierce voices crying, vengeance is ours. There you go. So we could watch this. It would take about 70 decades because it was like a 270 turn campaign, so we're just going to fast forward a bit. We've already seen some of it anyway. We had a really slow start, but, you know, that's pretty much how this faction works. We also had a really slow end, so there's where we discovered Naggaroth. And you can see they weren't actually super potent until they took Cult of Pleasure. Once Naggaroth took Cult of Pleasure, because we were crushing Cult of Pleasure, they become much, much more powerful. It should happen around here. Yeah, so there's Ulthuan being taken, and then Cult of Pleasure gets taken right after that. And then at this point, it slows way down. I think we were just defeating Chaos. Certainly seems that way, based on what the map looks like. We were just defeating Chaos at this point. Or at least, you know, getting close to defeating it. Yeah, there's me losing southern areas down there. So at this point, Chaos is defeated here. Warriors of Chaos, there it is. So stuff starts getting retaken. And then we deal with this over here, which basically took about 80 billion turns of doing nothing. But once we broke Naggaroth's military and economic backbone, look at the dwarves up here. So 237, 239-ish was when they first took it. And they just spread like a plague up there and destroyed everything in the process. But there you go. We could continue the campaign, but there's actually no reason to continue the campaign. I'm allied with the entire world except Naggaroth, so it doesn't matter. And this guy. Apparently never explored those two territories. It doesn't matter, it's ocean, but there you go. That's the end. That was it. We completed the campaign. Total War, Warhammer II, Mortal Empires, Carrick 8 Peaks, Belagar Ironhammer, what other nonsense I could say. Next time we see this game, it's probably going to be a heavily modified Skaven campaign in Mortal Empires.
We must
Probably.
this world.
Don't know which Skaven. Probably Clan Pestilence, because its initial challenge is normal and I have no idea how Skaven work. But we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, thanks for comments. Thanks to the people who told me things I in fact had wrong, like garrisons not getting experience and stuff like that. And thanks for all of the people supporting me. I'm gonna be a sellout for about 5 seconds here and mention I do have a Patreon that I'm not currently using or prepared to use, but I have a Patreon and you can support me directly if you don't want to watch ads, whatever. There's links in description and channel page and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not required in any way, shape, or form and gets you basically nothing, so it's really up to you guys. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.